Hello and welcome to Poland Daily. We're really glad that you've joined us because without you, there'd be no point in doing this. In this next series of episodes, we're going to be looking around the Warsaw New Town. It's still very old, don't worry. We'll start off at the Hotel Le Regina. After that, we're going to take a walk and see the oldest church in Warsaw, and one of the oldest in the country. We'll get you up to date on the history of the place and talk about a very famous person who once lived right around the corner. That is Madame Curie, the famous scientist. From there, we'll continue back to the Old Town, stopping off at the Barbican. That's the old wall that surrounds the whole area. It's pretty amazing. So if anybody needs any advice on how to build a wall, they might start here. After that, we'll go to a restaurant in the Old Town for some traditional Polish food. And to top things off, the cherry on the cake will be a trip to the largest souvenir shop in Warsaw. Well, you won't want to miss that. So stay with us for adventures in the new town of Warsaw. It's Poland Daily Travel, probably the greatest travel information about Poland in the world. So here we are at the beautiful
Pod Herbami.
Pod Herbami restaurant on Piwna Street in the Old Town in Warsaw. And we are going to have some, traditional Polish dishes? What do we have here?
We've got so many. We've got traditional Polish dumplings, which is nothing but meat or sauerkraut or potatoes with cheese. Inside such a doughy thing, which makes it all called dumplings. Famous all around the world, famous in Poland as well.
Pierogi.
Pierogi, exactly.
You'll know them as pierogi.
Then we have sheep cheese served on apples with cranberry sauce and some oranges to make this combination also very interesting as an appetizer. How about bigos?
What's the name of this cheese in Polish, though?
Oscypek.
Oscypek. And where does it come from? Isn't it from the mountains?
Origins are exactly Polish mountains, where we are having a lot of ships and sheep.
Ships or sheep?
Sheep. Sheep. Well, yes.
You could have ships in the mountains, would it be strange?
This is exactly the thing about pronunciation that I was checking you once again.
Yeah, and once again, I hope I passed the audition.
Yes, you did, hopefully.
Okay, and?
Bigos, very popular Polish Christmas Eve dish. Sauerkraut with sausage, boiled for a long time with spices, and it's served inside a bread, which makes us even want it even more. And these potato pancakes fried on a frying pan with mushroom sauce.
Mushroom sauce.
So this all go as our appetizers.
Bigos is one of the famous ones, though. I mean, one of the most famous. And pierogi. Pierogi and bigos.
Exactly.
But pierogi you get all over the world. It's a dumpling they have them in China. Didn't they? Maybe they originated even in China.
No, of course, I think that in many places they were invented independently.
Independently. And, but bigos, once again, what's it made of?
So, the sauerkraut, boiled for a long time, sausage, different kinds of meat. Actually, it should include altogether up to 21 ingredients. When it comes to the spices, different kinds of meat, peppers, and also the main core of it that we can see.
Okay, well that was good. You can get the waiter to take it away now, because we don't need to taste it. All we wanted to do was film it and talk about it, because I know nobody's hungry. What?
Yeah.
What? Oh, you want to try some?
I think we ought to try some, yes.
It looks like we shouldn't disturb it.
No, it'll be fine, don't
we
worry.
still pay for it. We don't have to eat it.
No, I think we should eat it.
Why?
Well, I think we should try it. I am
Okay,
hungry.
why don't you take something and try it. Let's try something.
Will you have some
Pass
cheese?
it around. What is this? The
This is the cheese.
Okay, you take some.
Okay.
Take a piece.
I'll take a piece.
Yeah, and we'll have a go. All right, and see how we like it.
With the apple, of course.
And take the apple on there. All right.
I'll take a little of the
Looks very
cranberry
good.
too.
What is that, cranberries?
Cranberry, yeah.
What's the word for cranberries in Polish?
Żurawina.
Żurawina. Yeah. Okay.
There you go.
Thank you very much. There you go, sir.
Thank you very much.
Try the
No,
osipek.
help yourself first.
Yeah, okay. I'll help myself.
Mm-hmm.
We'll stand on ceremony
Very good.
and take some of this
And kiwi.
because I like the Australian
That's a
fruit.
kind of-
Goes very well with it,
Mm-hmm.
I find. And we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bon
Let's-
appetit.
What's it like? Yeah, we'll try it. Yeah.
A little bit of cranberry sauce.
Yeah, why not? Put some on there.
Yes, it's necessary. It's
Yeah.
a very popular thing
Okay.
to have it.
Cranberries are very popular
With-
in Poland, aren't they?
Oscypek, so goat, or actually sheep. Cheese.
Very tasty.
Bon appetit.
But this is something they like to eat in the mountains, isn't it?
Yes. Yes.
It's very tasty.
And washed down with some amber liquid. Good old non-alcoholic beer. Okay, so we're back, and we are trying the pierogies, which are very good. What's in them? We had a little before. Potato, isn't it? And this
Mine
one,
goes
anyway.
with meat. Mostly it's, it can be different kinds of meat inside pierogi. Actually, I think that Polish people would be able to put every single thing that is available on planet Earth inside this doughy little tasty piece of food, and we still call it pierogi, dumplings. It can go in salty or sweet versions as well. How about yours,
I've got
Nicolas?
some spinach, I think.
Oh, spinach with feta cheese or camembert cheese.
lovely.
That's also a vegetarian version for guests who prefer such. And as long as by a coincidence I found some meat in here, then this is what I'm going to do with it.
You're going to eat it. No. But so there's different things you put in them, but there's a special name for the one they put potatoes in, isn't there?
Ruskie.
Russian pierogi, right? What is it? That's not right?
Pierogi ruskie
In the Russian style?
have
or-
such name because
Yeah.
of the land of the state on Poland that was called Ruś.
Uh-huh.
Just like nowadays we are having Belarus, there were different kind of states. Some state was White Rus, there was another Rus, and Rus in Vikings language meant a river, because Vikings explored this area through the rivers, and that's why they called it the land of rivers. And that's why till nowadays we are having some of these areas called some kind of Rus or even Russia. But the Ruskie,
Rus means Viking, right?
Rus in Vikings language means a river.
And what does it mean in Slavic language? Nothing? No.
In Slavic language nowadays we have names of states called some kind of Rus.
That's it. Okay.
So in this big Polish 1 million kilometers kingdom, in one of the states called Rus, such pierogis, dumplings were invented, and that's why we called it Ruskie. Because if we wanted to call them Russians, then we would say rosyjskie, but not ruskie. It would be inappropriate in Polish language to call something that's Russian ruskie. No, I should say rosyjskie. But in every single menu, you can find it written ruskie pierogi, which means that it's from a land state of Rus. So let me just check if the second half will be as tasty as the first one.
Yeah.
Yes, probably yes, but I will have to check it again.
Stay with us as we continue with our next course. or with our next appetizers. Poland Daily Travel. We'll be right back. Cheers.
Na zdrowie.
Na zdrowie.
But not na zdarowie, which is Russian, which is po rosyjsku.